middle-aged libido is a hot topic, but I'm here to help you. Let's talk about sex drive. I know it's a really uncomfortable subject, and not many of us would like to admit that our sex drive is getting lower. We talk about estrogen a lot, we talk about progesterone, but did you know women actually lose testosterone as well? Testosterone does a whole load of things in our body. Particularly, it's a vital hormone for our sex drive. Yes, for our libido, we need it. It also, there's studies to suggest that it improves our bone health, and also having good amounts of testosterone helps ward off dementia, and also helps with our energy or fatigue levels. You can actually treat low testosterone levels for your sex drive very effectively by using a number of gels. The one that I prefer to use a lot, and you can only get it privately, it's not available on the NHS, something called Androfem. Androfem is a gel that you would need to get on a private prescription. It roughly costs between 100 and 150 pounds for about a 50 ml tube. And it's really simple to use. You use a small, tiny amount and you rub it into your thigh, and that is perfect. It does take time to build up. It can take sometimes about 3 weeks to build up, but actually it can really improve your sex drive. As we go into our 30s, 40s and 50s and beyond, we get a dip in the hormone estrogen. This hormone changes the flora around the vulva, and that's due to a condition called vaginal atrophy, otherwise known as vaginal dryness. So let's run through some of the symptoms that you might be experiencing. It could be that you're having difficulty having sex. It could be that actually sitting or cycling or exercising is slightly more difficult. You might be picking up urinary tract infections. Yes, that cystitis is actually because you've got some atrophy down below. The statistics are shocking. 70% of women suffer from this, but only 7% end up going to their doctor to discuss this. This is something that's completely manageable, and it's something that actually a lot of doctors don't know about how to manage. We moisturize our face, our knees, our bum, our legs. We should be moisturizing down below because that is a bit of skin that we need to look after. So there's 2 Vagina Moisturizers that I would recommend. One is called Silk and the other one is called Yes. And it's not just used for sex, it's to use every other day to make sure that your skin is nice and supple down below. But using a Vagina Moisturizer such as this from the age of about 30 would actually put you in good stead to prevent or even stave off vaginal atrophy later on in life. I use one. I'm 36 and I use it every other night. I use it. That's the one. Look, there you go. They come as little sachets. The other thing that you need to then speak to your doctor about is getting topical estrogen. Now, there's a couple of types that you can get. You can either get a pessary, so a bit similar to when you have thrush and you put a little pessary inside, or a cream, an estrogen cream. So here's the other myth that a lot of women don't seem to know about. Topical estrogen is not the same as taking oral estrogen or HRT. That is actually completely safe if you apply it to the vulva. Topical estrogen does not cause cancer, and you can use it for life in order to make sure that the flora of the vulva remains nice and healthy, therefore making sure that you have a brilliant sex life. The other thing that can really impact the middle-aged libido is actually what our partner's going through. A lot of men suffer from erectile dysfunction, but actually find it really difficult to discuss it with their partner. And the reason I have found that is the issue is because there's a lot of taboo around it. Erectile dysfunction, a lot of the time, can be not because you've lost your sexual chemistry at all. It's because he's probably going through some changes himself. There could be underlying health conditions that could be affecting his erections. Type 2 diabetes or cardiovascular problems, high blood pressure, depression. So having issues in the bedroom is nothing new. Lots of couples experiencing. Sexual dysfunction is a huge part of our lives. The statistics show about 60 to 70% of couples at some point in their life will have difficulty having sex. Please never feel embarrassed to talk about it. Go and see your doctor and have that conversation. Even better still, go together, go as a couple. You're going to hate me for this, but the best way to have amazing sex is to make sure that you eat well and you get plenty of exercise. Sadly, there are no quick wins in life. Doing exercise boosts our serotonin levels. It makes us feel happier. It improves your well-being as well as your mental health. And again, could impact on how you do and perform in the bedroom. Another thing that's raising a lot of heart rates at the minute and putting up people's libido is all these period traumas, the Bridgerton and the Great. I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Oh yeah, you naughty people.